Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your spiritual reading for June. This is Barefoot Mama Intuitive Reading. Thank you to those of you who've already subscribed, and to those of you who haven't, please consider doing so. It helps my channel grow, and I love to read for you all. You can book a personal with me on Etsy, donate through my Cash App or my Patreon. I post a couple readings there a month. So thank you to those of you who have already. There's also super thanks. So what does Scorpio need to know? Oh, you can also enter to win a free reading on 7/7 by putting free reading in the comments of this video or any of my posts and videos up until then. So let's get tuned into, okay, I was going to say these full moon in Capricorn energies, the solstice energies. We have the lovers coming out. So this Gemini season could be important. A Gemini could be important. I'm a Gemini rising. You could be meeting somebody. Let's see here. Spirit, please protect this reading. Send any negative energy back to sender, transmuted tenfold for the greatest good of all and harm to none. Archangel Michael, please bring clear, concise messages through for my Scorpio collective. Mother Mary, please protect this reading with compassion. And Kali, please cut any negative energy cords to energies or entities who are no longer in our best, highest interest. Send them on to the next greatest karmic plane of existence for their own good. And then burn those karma sticks so we can all move forward. So let it be. Amen, amen. Okay. Whoa. Oh my gosh, Scorpio. All right, you've got the Hermit, the Lovers, and the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. I feel like that's really loaded. It could very well be that you've been alone, you're meeting somebody, and it's going to be awesome. It could be that you've been spending a lot of time in introspection, just learning what makes you happy, what is your wish fulfillment. And the Lovers could be a choice that you're making that brings you into abundance, into your destiny. This is your spiritual reading. I'd like to get an overall energy for this reading. I'm being drawn to use the Mystical Shaman Oracle. And I'm also being drawn to do a little sound healing to open. We missed that. Let's see. Okay. Lovely. What's the overall energy of this reading, Spirit? This is a spiritual reading. I was going to say it's not supposed to be a love reading, but like love and spirit are the same, right? Same energies. The giveaway, fire, the earth keeper, and the ancient ones reversed. Interesting. Let's see. Let me show these cards to you. So the giveaway, I think it talks about what you are giving away in order to make space for the divine, in order to feel a gift from the divine, right? You are being gifted something right now. Sacred fire. This talks about creativity, talks about drive, passion, a healing in the solar plexus chakra. You can look on my yoga channel. There's a flow there for the solar plexus if you're interested. It's an adaptation of Anadea Judith. She's like an authority on yoga in the West. The Earth Keeper. I actually do not know this card. I don't know that I've ever seen this card. Something may have happened when you were 18 or 19 years old. You might be 23, or your birthday could be the 1st, the 18th, 19th, or the 23rd. Also, since this is for June, this week could be extremely significant for you. Going up to the 23rd, there's the solstice, right? I want to read the Earth Keeper. I don't know that I'm going to read through all of these. Just this Earth Keeper one is really standing out to me, and then we'll read the ancient ones. Just as you're involved in co-creating your world, you're also responsible for its well-being. The Earth Keepers are dedicated to the stewardship of Earth and all life. They choose to hold the sacred dream of a planet where all beings live in peace and where the rivers and the air are clean. Remember that everything you do has an impact for 7 generations. Yeah, we say what we do here heals 7 generations forward and 7 generations back. And equally with karma here, you can also injure 7 generations forward and back because the story that we tell about the reality that we're living in influences how we view the legacy that was left to us from the people in the past. And then going forward, similarly, what we do here leaves a lasting impact for 7 generations. Whew. Okay, you may have outgrown your small dream of success and achievement and are ready to dream big with possibilities beyond your wildest expectations. Take on the mantle of the Earth Keeper and reach out to a friend in need whom you may not have been in touch with for some time. Take care of your pets and feed the strays that come by. Clean up your yard, as this is a reflection of your relationship to the earth. Grow the sacred dream, and your personal life will flourish. Remember, it's not about quote unquote me any longer. I like that. You feel connected with the earth, with all the beings in it. You may be what am I trying to say here? You may be just very aware of the spirits of things, of the life in things. You might be in some sort of communion or some sort of spiritual retreat. This could be a gift. This could be what's been gifted to you. It's some sort of retreat where your fire is renewed. Let's see. The ancient ones are the shamans of old who defeated death and escaped from the tyranny of time. The ancient ones walked the earth like us in flesh and bone. Now they reside in infinity and can counsel us after we say yes to our calling. They are available to help us attain our full realization. Oh, I'm being drawn to tell you the ancient ones could very well be like the creatures walking among you, your pets, your like the birds that visit your garden, the trees themselves, the plants themselves, the molecules that created the consciousness of the ancient ones move through all the material things here on the planet. So that wisdom is available to you to tune into at any time. The ancient ones beseech you to examine your attitudes and actions and be sure that they are of the highest integrity. Not forgiving an ancestor or yourself is keeping you from the freedom you seek. Remember, this is no longer your karma. You can break the chains that once bound you to the family drama and be free of your generational curses. Forgive the ones you need to release. Honor your biological ancestors by lighting a candle to them tonight. I personally have like almost like an ofrenda, like I think that's what it's called. It's like a what do you call it, a breakfast nook sort of deal, that has like family pictures on it, and there's a candle in front of the ones with my grandparents, and I light it every night, and I always replenish the candle when it's out. So this is a good reminder for me personally because that candle ran out yesterday, but this could be something you practice in your own home, lighting a fire or a candle very simply to honor your ancestors, your loved ones, and those who came before to leave for us the legacy that we've been gifted. Okay, so with the Earth Keeper here, I'm being drawn to use the Art Nouveau Tarot. I think that I want to say I think my channel was like shadow banned for a little while because these cards, like ever since I started using these cards, they have a lot of nudity on them. So I should probably like I should probably like mark them with little stickers or something. It's so ridiculous. This is tarot. It's like if somebody wants to go look at boobs, they're not gonna have a hard time finding boobs. They're not gonna come to some obscure tarot channel to just look at the boobs on the Art Nouveau tarot cards. The golden art. Anyway, okay, the Hermit. Whatever. The Moon reversed. Okay, anything that you felt like illusions around or like esoteric mysteries, those are very, very clear to you right now. My Scorpios, especially those of you who've been following me for like the last year, you're a dedicated bunch, and I deeply love and respect you all. Thank you so much for being here. You've been through it. You've been through the work. You've done the shadow work. You've brought it all up from below. You've come up out of the muck. And now you're able to. The Hermit's story is that he has the knowledge and the intuition to be able to navigate the wilds on his own. And historically, especially with the ancient ones here and the Earth Keeper, historically, like any human being who is outcast from their tribe or their people was almost doomed to death, right? Unless you had a specific kind of knowledge of like how the land works, how the earth works. Um, Shamans in the Amazon, they're shamans because they know how everything kind of works together, how this plant is good for that, how this plant interacts with that one, how this animal operates amongst those animals. And they manage to obtain this knowledge through grueling tests of experience. They go out and they experience things. The shamans were the people who, tested the mushroom to see if it was edible, who listened to the voices of the ancestors in the earth from the spirits of the plants and the animals, like we were talking about, to obtain the correct knowledge about how to use or interact with these spirits. So, another example that's coming through, one of my favorite authors on this subject is Jeremy Narby. He has multiple books, but the one book that's coming through right now is called Intelligence in Nature. And he talks about a woman who is an herbalist who, I think in Colombia, who has dreams from the plants that tell her how to use them, how to concoct them in the right manner. So she has this like attunement to the spirit of a plant, and in a dream, like she'll wake up with like a recipe or this knowledge. She's tuned into that flow of existence. And I think that you're tuning into this, Scorpio. Whoa, you're fully tuning into like your shamanism here. Three of Wands. I think you've been waiting for this. Intuitively, you knew this was coming. This is your initiation. Yeah, and I don't know. It's almost like you can't wait for it to get here, and you're also like, is it really here? Like, is this really happening? I'm seeing 369 here, and then yes, this is your destiny. This is your fate. This is your karma. You are closing out this cycle, especially by the 23rd. Knight of Pentacles reversed with Death. Ooh, this is you, Scorpio. What I'm seeing is there's nothing that could have prepared you for this transformation. There were no seeds you could have planted. There were no preparations you could have made. The way this transformation happens for you, why do I get that it takes you by surprise? It's almost like you've been waiting for it for so long that it's finally happening, and you're like, what? I don't know why it feels this way. Okay, the Lovers, King of Swords reversed, Nine of Cups reversed, Two of Pentacles reversed, the Lovers again, to clarify the Lovers. What I think is interesting about the Lovers card in the Art Nouveau Tarot is there's a woman or an angel behind them. I can't show you the card because it's maybe I can, let me see if I can cover it up. Behind them, yeah, that looks like Earth, but also looks sort of like the Temperance Angel. It's almost like a volcano exploding. She's got like the tree behind her with the snake in it. He's got the branches that are on fire, right? And he's got his hand on his heart. She's got her hands out, open, ready to receive, almost like the element of judgment. And they're just in awe. They're in awe. I'm almost seeing this angel, the Temperance Angel, over these lovers as you maybe witnessing. We're talking about the spirits in plants and animals and the knowledge of the ancestors moving through like the molecules of matter in the planet that create everything. And it's almost like you witnessing the enormity of this. Like maybe you actually get a download in a dream from a spirit about how to use a plant. Maybe you have some sort of visitation. I had a dream last night about a wolf, and I've never had a dream. I don't actually think I have ever dreamt about a wolf, or if I have, it was not in this particular way. But yeah, pay attention to your dreams right now. Pay attention to what animals are coming to you. Look, yeah, we have wolves here howling at the moon. What animals are coming to you in your dreams, and any downloads that you're getting, especially if you're feeling with Gemini here twice. If you're feeling like I don't know how to say it. So disclaimer, I'm a tarot card reader. If you need to speak to a like a mental health professional about something you're experiencing, please do. I am a total proponent for it. I think that we could all use all the help we could get. All the help we could get. it's a tough world, okay? Accept help. Also, if you're hearing voices this week, this channel's for entertainment purposes only. Um they could be spirits of your ancestors or of like animals, plants, the wind trying to communicate with you. So use your best judgment, use your discernment, be safe. Obviously, if something's telling you to do something that's unsafe, that's not what I'm talking about. Okay, that being said, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Wands. Okay, so anything in your karma that's been blocked up until now has been blocked. You're seeing from your own defensiveness. Look at these cards. Seven of Wands, right? Nine of Wands. This is you being like, no, I don't want it. I'm not ready. No. And the universe is saying, it's time. It's time. It's time. Your walls are coming down. You're the wounded warrior. And it's, what does this look like? I mean, I think that what I'm saying about the voices of spirits coming through to educate you in a way that's purely shamanism, it's almost intellectualized, right? And when or if this happens in real life, it's it's a wholly different experience. It's one thing to intellectualize something and it's another to experience it. This is you going through experiential initiation into your divine inheritance, your shamanic journey, whatever that looks like for you. It's going to be different for everybody. I personally like to use the chakra system to organize that kind of information and to work through blockages in our different psychic gifts, because the chakra system is designed around helping you to manage subtle energies. And it's also what Carl Jung used to base his concepts of higher thinking in psychoanalysis on. He basically stripped Eastern mysticism of spirituality in order to make it digestible for Western minds at the time that he introduced psychoanalysis into Western civilization. So you could very well be coming to some major awareness of what these gifts look like on a tangible, real life scale. And it could be tripping you out. I'm seeing this karmic disc here, like those depictions in Indian mythology, I think it is. I think there's even Western depictions too of like an energy disc, like a chariot, like a chariot that brings people flying through the sky. You could be like activating your Merkaba or having astral experiences or like all of the above. But with the Earthkeeper here, you're very tuned in to Earth. Getting grounded is going to help you so much. If this isn't you finding somebody, meeting somebody that just totally blows your mind, they could be very spiritually oriented. They could be somebody who is like you never thought you were going to meet somebody who was like as out there as you, or who had similar beliefs. Like you do meet this person. What I want to know about is the King of Swords reverse, the Nine of Cups reverse, and the Two of Pentacles reverse. But what I was also saying was that this could be you just like wedding yourself to the earth, um through devotion, through devotion to the earth in whatever way that is, whether it's through like earth magic. You could be like a witch, whether it's through, this is in, like clock making, keeping time. You could be learning something about the nature of time. And the ancient ones here, yeah, something about the nature of time and matter and like timelessness. This talks about how the ancient ones, right? They escaped the tyranny of time. Yeah, something about time is coming through. Okay. What is this King of Swords, Nine of Reverse, Nine of Cups reverse, Two of Pentacles reverse? Yeah, okay. So you can, for those of you looking for love, I think this is you encountering somebody this month. Like you were telling yourself, I was never going to find this, or I was never going to find somebody who's on my level, or like who could have these conversations with me, or feel like self-satisfied. Like, so like I'm tired of codependence. I'm tired of people like not seeing me clearly, or people maybe being overindulgent. Ace of Pentacles reversed. I'm never going to get a new beginning. Like these were the lies that you were internalizing. Why? Because you were tired of waiting. You were like, I'm good. Maybe you've had like 7 relationships and they all were like, meh, I don't know, or they just didn't end well. This might be the one. Or you may have given up the search for the one because you think everybody's just a player with the Knight of Wands reverse or out to get their own. 6 of Swords, whatever you're encountering, it is moving your mind to calmer waters. It is your fate and your destiny, and you may very well feel the need to block it. All right. What is the 7 and 9 of Wands? Oh, the 4 of Wands reverse. Yeah. Oh my God. You are like fully closed off to the idea of connecting to a person. And it's like, as soon as what? As soon as what? What's the catalyst here? It's okay. The fairy cup. Yeah, I read the 4 of Cups the other day, and it was like the spirit is offering this new emotional cup, almost like a fairy in the woods. And you're like, I'm not falling for that fey trap. It's like somebody comes into your life, if this is a love reading and a spiritual reading, right? And you're like this hermit out in the woods, like, no, I recognize a fate trap when I see one, forget that. But it could go either way. It's your decision with the Wheel of Fortune upright and reverse here. It's based on your decision to take this cup or not. 4 and 4. 44, this is like recalibrating your view of relationships. You could be dealing with a Pisces. I think they had something similar in their reading. Or you could just be like on somewhat of a similar wavelength because you're both fire signs. Water signs. I don't know why I said fire sign. Could be dealing with a fire sign. There's a lot of wands here, right? So let's see. What happens if you take this fake cup? What? The Tower? Okay. Why am I laughing at this reading right now? Why is it making me laugh? The Page of Cups reverse. All right, and what if you don't take this fake cup? Death reverse. 7 of Swords reverse. 5 of Wands reverse. 2 of Pentacles reverse. If you take this fake cup, I think that you're going to be offered some sort of like what is this? I want to say it's an apology, but it's not. It's like it's a brand new idea. I think it's a brand new idea. 2 of Pentacles reverses here twice. No juggling. Okay, so if this is a connection with another person, they're not going to be juggling, and there's not going to be any like childish emotional games. Okay, that's what I'm hearing, and it's totally going to blow your mind. You're going to be like, "What?" Like, did not expect that. If this is spirit, just you and like Mother Nature, I think that you may awaken to a sense of consciousness in the creatures, beings, plants, animals around you that makes you feel a little bit like, oh, I have not been doing things in the way that I should be doing them. Like you have some sort of, whoop, oh, I need to be doing this instead, like an epiphany. And so you start to write whatever you feel is wrong in regards to where you give and receive with the earth and those energies. If you don't take this cup, I'm seeing this as a reliving of the karmic cycle, essentially. You're trying to avoid drama, you're trying to like avoid conflict, and you stagnate, and it just sort of is a continuance, right? Not closing things out. Karma reverse, the wheel of fortune reverse, and you're gonna come back to this. It's okay if you're not ready though. You will come back to it. Let's see. I think this is it, Scorpio. I might get a couple more cards for you, and then a universal truths card. New beginnings, new beginnings, King of Cups, and you're so emotionally stable. Justice reverse. I think that you're also taking responsibility for the injustices that we as humans have committed upon the earth, and try not to get too heavy with this, right? I think that you are being emotionally stable about it, and you are in this new beginning, so you're not going to be like in your 5 of cups super grief stricken, because you understand like what it is to take responsibility. And sometimes taking responsibility means like the ability to just bear the emotional brunt of seeing the consequences of our actions, which were committed in ignorance. Yeah. Okay, one universal truths card for you. What is the word? What's the word, spirit? Principles. Whoa, something is fully changing in your principles this month. Principles are the rules of right mindedness and the core of conduct. They are the solemn practice of universal law, the fundamental knowledge passed to us from the ancient ones, the ancient masters. Victories of values, virtues, and vigilance are made visible through their energy. Principles generate a consciousness that leads to absolute certainty and conviction. They defend and preserve what is divinely intended for the health and well being of mankind. To be a vehicle for principles is to be a vehicle for a higher way of being. You're becoming a vehicle for spirit. Whoa, what did I tell you? The chariot. This isn't the chariot, it's the wheel of fortune. But I'm seeing this like one of those old school like depictions of chariots in the sky, and it's really cool. Okay. Um, Driving home all that is worthwhile. Our principles are what make our character common knowledge. To be a principal player for the universe, one must follow universal principles. Remember that principles are non negotiable. Okay, if this resonated with you, or if it does resonate with you in the future, please come back and let me know. Subscribe if you haven't, like the video if you haven't already, and I'll see you all next week.